we now know who will be going to the World Cup in Russia, and most importantly, who isn't going. And there are a couple of shocks, some shock picks. Let's get straight into it. Goalkeepers, as expected, Butland, Pickford, Nick Pope. Defenders. So at right back, we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, and Kyle Walker, who can also, seems to be Gareth's plan to play him as a centre-back. Centre-backs, we have Gary Cahill, who, out of all of the things I've watched on this, nobody's picked him. He's had a terrible season at Chelsea, but he's in the squad. Phil Jones from Manchester United, Harry Maguire, as expected, from Leicester City, John Stones from Manchester City. Left backs, we have Ashley Young of Manchester United, Danny Rose of Spurs. Midfielders, Dele Alli, Tottenham, Fabian Delph, Manchester City. I'm really glad he's in. Eric Dyer, Tottenham, Jordan Henderson, Liverpool, Jesse Lingard, who's had a great season, Manchester United, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Crystal Palace on loan from Chelsea, Raheem Sterling, Manchester City, forwards, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Jamie Vardy, and of course Danny Welbeck. So who's on the standby list? Well, a bigger shock is Joe Hart isn't even on the standby list. We've got Tom Heaton, Burnley, James Tarkowski, Burnley, Lewis Cook, Bournemouth, Jake Livermore, West Brom, Adam Lallana, Liverpool. So that's it. So he hasn't even named. He's named 28. Usually they name 30, but he's named 28. No Ryan Sessegnon, as expected. No Wilshere, as expected. No Hart, as expected. No Bertrand. I'm surprised. Danny Rose hasn't played much football at all this season, and Bertrand has. I think that might be a mistake. No John Joe Shelvey, as expected. And no Jamal Lascelles. I understand why Adam Lallana is on the standby list and not in the squad. He hasn't played much football. Lewis Cook, I thought he might get in. He's on the standby list if anyone gets injured. It doesn't breed you with confidence, does it? It doesn't. It doesn't make me think, oh my God, here we go. It is what it is. It is what it is. He's left several experienced players out. I don't know why he's brought Cahill in. Maybe that is for the experience. Because outside of him, there isn't any much experience. We've got Ashley Young as well, who isn't a left back. Ryan Bertrand is. I would have took Ryan Bertrand. There are several players who have been left out, and some of them have really surprised me. I would have picked definitely John Joe. I would have definitely picked Tarkowski to go. He's had a great season. He's probably full of confidence. Cahill, not so much. Jones, not so much, but he seems to prefer Jones to Smalling, who isn't even on the standby list. I don't know what's happened there. I don't know why he seems so unkeen on him. I really don't, because he's done okay at Manchester United. So as far as I can tell, next week they meet up for the first time, besides those contingents from Liverpool and Chelsea and Manchester United, because of the FA Cup, and then they'll join a few days later. So Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Ashley Young, Gary Cahill, I think that's it. So they'll join a few days later than everyone else, besides Liverpool players who will join a few days later after the Champions League, which is Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jordan Henderson. So besides that, everyone else will go. I guess the one good thing at the moment is nobody knows what our starting 11 is going to be. So, your guess is as good as mine. I think Kane will start. Sterling will probably start. Trippier, Walker, Stones, Jordan Henderson, Dyer. And then there's a few spaces up for grabs. He seems very keen on Loftus-Cheek. And to Loftus-Cheek's credit, he's looked good when he's played for England. I really like Loftus-Cheek. I meant to put him in mine, but I forgot about him, to be honest. I do really like him. And he could offer us something different, hopefully. Yeah, pretty much majority of the people I picked are in there. I picked Delph to go, I picked Ali to go, I picked Dyer to go, Henderson, Lingard, Sterling. I picked all 4 forwards to go. So that's Kane, Rashford, Jamie Vardy and Welbeck. Didn't pick Young to go. Didn't pick Loftus-Cheek to go. I picked Walker, Trippier, Stones, not Danny Rose. He hasn't played much football. Harry Maguire, not Phil Jones, I don't think. Not Gary Neville, Trent. And I picked all 3 goalkeepers. I think if we can allow an injury to anyone, it would be someone like Ali or Lingard, and we could bring in one of the midfielders. I wouldn't feel comfortable bringing in Heaton at this point. I wouldn't mind an injury to Cahill or Jones, to be fair. But once the squad's settled, the squad's done, and there's nothing we can do. At the end of the day, someone is always going to be upset, aren't they? Because that's how it is. Someone is always going to miss out. And be it this time it's Hart and the likes, but someone's always got to miss out. And you can only take 23. We could take 30. It would be different. There is a good core of players from the top 6. So you've got one from Stoke, one from Everton and one from Burnley in the goalkeepers. But for the top 6, you've got Alexander-Arnold, Cahill, Jones, Rose, Stones, Trippier, Walker, Young, Ali, Delph, Dyer, Henderson, Lingard, technically Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Sterling, Kane, Rashford, Welbeck. So outside of the goalkeepers, you have got Harry Maguire, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Jamie Vardy. All the rest are in the top 6. So I guess that looks good. There are several key things in this tournament. He has got to get the best out of players like Lingard, players like Sterling, players like Ali. He's got to try and get Kane to score goals. It's going to be tough. I have said this before several times. I am a fan of Gareth. Now, Gareth is very much a disliked manager of England. The reason why I am quite keen on Gareth is he's trying different. He knows what he wants. He knows he wants a goalkeeper who plays the ball out. He wants 3 defenders. He wants 2 wing backs. He wants, that's what he wants. He's not afraid to drop players who have a reputation, like Joe Hart, like Jack Wilshere. And I like that. I like that he's like, you know what? I'm not taking you. I'm not taking you on your reputation. I'm not taking you because of who you play for. I'm taking you on form. Yes, there are a couple of exceptions. You've got to understand that there are exceptions. John Joe is a hell of a player. He's been sent off twice this season, the highest. And he's always like... The problem is, he's a very good player. Is he likely to leave you in the lurch? Is he likely to get sent off after 10 minutes against Belgium? Yes. He's likely to lose his head. And I think that's why he's not in the squad. He has a tendency to lose his head. He hasn't done it for a while, but he does have a tendency to lose his head. Joe Hart hasn't done it. Wilshere, once again, it's a very similar situation to John Joe. but not with Liam losing his head. He is likely to get injured, in the warm-ups and leave you, in the lurch. Wilshere 100% is likely to get injured and leave everyone in the lurch, because that's what happens, unfortunately for him. You can't trust him not to do it. You've only got 23 players. Who plays in midfield? We've got Delph, Dyer, Henderson. I guess you could say Dele Alli. That's not many options, right? So if you had John Joe, if you had Jack Wilshere, one of them got sent off, one of them gets injured, you're struggling. There's not many of the backline that could slot into midfield. Maybe John Stones could. Maybe Phil Jones could. But we're very light in midfield. I think the starting two will be Henderson and Dyer. And I understand that because we haven't got many options. Delph's had a great season. And the good thing is with Delph, he can slot in at left back, and also he can make you a little bit more solid at left back than say the likes of Danny Rose is going to bomb forward. He plays the game in a totally different way. So that is the England squad. So to go through again: goalkeepers, Butland, Pickford, Pope; defenders, Alexander-Arnold, Cahill, Phil Jones, Maguire, Rose, Stones, Trippier, Walker and Ashley Young. Midfielders are as follows: Dele Alli, Fabian Delph, Eric Dyer, Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Raheem Sterling. Forwards: Harry Kane, Rashford, Jamie Vardy and Danny Welbeck. So let me know your thoughts down below on who you think should have definitely got into the side and who maybe shouldn't have. Should any of the standby have got in? So the standby was Heaton, Tarkowski, Cook, Livermore and Lallana. Or is Gareth spot on? Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts on Gareth as a whole. I really like him, but I know that not many people do. I like him. I'm not sure if he has the tactical awareness to be a successful manager, but I like his ideas. No matter what happens, I don't think we should sack him. Let's just give him time, because there's not really many people we can choose at this point. So I am happy with that. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I am Mike, and I will see you soon. Well done for completing another video with me, and thank you so much for watching. On this screen, you will see the best football lists. There are so many different ones. Definitely worth a check out. And my most recent upload, as well as subscribe to my channel. Thank you.